Okay. So the next match we'll be talking about is US versus Australia. And US, they have home advantage and all these things. And Australia, they are not really a strong team like that.
That's what I would have said before the first game. But the fact that they were able to beat Turkey, and I was actually impressed with a lot of.
I wasn't expecting that, yeah.
There are some Australian players that we don't know. Like, typically, like the type of Australian players we knew before were like just not very fast, skillful players, But they have a bunch of skillful players, a lot of fast players. So even this against USA today, it's like, USA, the fact that they considered against Paraguay, that shows you that, their defense is not strong because Paraguay were not very attacking. So they're not a very attacking side. So I would, for me, I believe that game too is going to be a very open game. Both teams have won their first games, right? USA won, Paraguay 4-1, Australia beat Turkey 2-0. So it's a similar situation to that Mexico South Korea.
Yeah, that's a draw will be enough for them.
Where both teams don't need, they basically need just one more point to qualify from the group. I would say both teams to score. I don't know. I was very surprised with Australia in that first game. I thought Turkey were more of... In fact, Turkey were one of my favorites to come out of this group, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I actually believe that in this game, I believe US will actually defeat Australia. Whatever Australia did that time that worked for them, will not work for them in this match. And not because Australia, US is really that superb like that, but just judging from this their group something and this their home advantage kind of thing, they play a lot of attacking. They are not afraid to attack. So
I was actually impressed with USA. Not necessarily impressed with USA because of the people they played against. Just generally their style of play. They seem to be more fluent. Like I think Pochettino has actually done a good job. In there's more of a chemistry. I feel like before USA always kind of relied on individual talents or star players. I feel like now they are more of a unit. Even when things are not really going their way, they keep going. They keep creating chances. You understand? I think Pochettino is actually doing a very good job.
Yeah.
I would actually agree with you in saying that they may have that whatever Australia did in the first game, USA is going to be able to nullify it, because I think scoring 4 against Paraguay, scoring 4 in a World Cup.
I wasn't expecting it to. That they would beat. I was like, if they were going to be Paraguay, it would be a very tight match. But I wasn't.
To be honest, I didn't even expect them to be Paraguay. I thought that Paraguay would come out
Paraguay, traditional World Cup country.
Yeah, exactly. Traditionally, they've always been going to the World Cup. USA too, to an extent, you can say that traditionally USA are also a World Cup team. But I think that what took me by surprise was how relentless the USA was in attacking.
Yeah.
And I feel like Australia playing against Turkey are not a very fast-paced team. Although Turkey have a lot of fast players, but their style of play is more, they build up from the back, they're very intricate with their passing, they rely a lot on set pieces, corner kicks, free kicks, you understand? So, but I think that Australia were very comfortable in the game against Turkey. I don't think that USA is going to allow them that level of comfort. I think that USA is going to harass them, especially without home support. So that's another thing to the home support. Every time the USA touched the ball, the screaming. Every time the other team touched the ball, it was like, I never knew the USA support to be that hostile, but it's actually working for them. There's a lot of support.
And it's now looking as if Donald Trump even making other team not to actually bring their supporters. It's actually working for them in a way.
And then one thing that I would like to highlight in this World Cup is football has kind of turned into from 2 halves. It's not like basketball where it's like 4 quarters with that hydration break that comes in the 23rd minute, halfway through the game. I think that actually also changes the trajectory of the game somehow, because
a lot of people have been complaining.
A lot of times, when 23 minutes after the game is heating up, then the referee blows the whistle, everybody goes. It helps some teams as well.
And the team that is like on the losing side,
exactly.
Because now like during that South African match now, that was when I first noticed the team. As soon as they went for that water break, when they came back, it seemed they were like heavy. The next thing they now started building the game from the start, especially the Mexican. They started building the game again.
A lot of the players that I've heard talk about it are not really in support of it. I feel like the hydration break was meant to be if it's actually needed.
But you
now
see,
it feels like it's mandatory.
No,
like with I heard Jurgen Klopp talking about it the other day. It seems like it's more for the monetary aspect.
Yeah, it's advertisements.
Advertisements and everything, because you know that when the hydration break is going on, even in the stadium, on the screens in the stadium, they're seeing a lot of ads.
That's what.
going around.
In short, there was this advertising company or something in America, just like that. The World Cup is like 30-something days of Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, Super Bowl is it's advert. This is what you say. Man, their advert is that's the in short the water break. You know the water break. The people sponsor it.
Yes.
There is something like this water break is powered by so.
Exactly.
It seems somebody from that company say this World Cup favor them. It's like 30 something days of Super Bowl.
This World Cup has also done is like, especially for America, right? Since we're talking about USA, Australia, the stadiums. I'm really surprised with how great the American stadiums are. When American sports are being played in these stadiums, you understand, we might not appreciate the beauty of the stadiums because American sports, although they fill up a lot of their main events, but you know, on the weekly basis, the stadiums are not at capacity. But during this World Cup, we've seen American stadiums almost breaking the records of the actual record of the stadium. These football games are almost breaking. Like the other day, New Zealand versus Iran, or who did New Zealand play? Whoever they played.
Let me see.
The stadium was looking. It almost beat the record of the actual stadium. You know, the actual attendance record of the stadium was almost broken that day. Yes, Iran. It was Iran.
Yeah, this group is also tight too.
Yeah, exactly. The New Zealand, Iran. So that's another thing. These stadiums, like, I'm like, damn, like this.
And that's not America playing, no.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's just like New Zealand.
But they said they don't like football. That should be.
So the thing is that now, like, you know, this World Cup has shown you that, you know, a lot of these countries have huge immigrants population.
Yes.
Congo against Portugal yesterday. At one point, I was like, dude, the Congolese people have more supporters in the stadium. And I thought about it. Congo is an immigrant. A lot of their people immigrate abroad. You know, they had a long war for a long time. So they have a lot of immigrant population in the USA.
That was my thought also. That with all this visa ban and all this thing, how did these people get into the stadium? I just realized that, okay, like Nigeria now, if you don't give Nigeria one ticket and they were there, the stadium will be full to capacity.
There are Nigerians in the stadium supporting other African teams.
So
you understand, the Iranians, like, you know, we thought, okay, Iran and America, as they're going through that war, Iran will not have a lot of supporters.
The Iranians living in America.
There are so many Iranians in the stadium. There's so many of them. So that's another thing.
And they are sympathizers also.
Yeah, so the crowds that we're seeing at this World Cup are actually bringing out the beauty of the American stadiums, because a lot of us, when we think of top football stadiums, we usually think of the European stadiums. And if you think about it, all the European stadiums, they are aging. They are old. There's only a few teams that have, in recent years, like Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, that have been changing their stadium.
And even Real Madrid,
you understand? Liverpool even just, reinvented part of the stadium, not even changed the whole.
Even Wembley itself, Wembley reformed.
I remember one time that Ronaldo went back to Man U and said that the Old Trafford stadium was so old and ancient, and that's Manchester.
They're still playing in Relic Stadium.
I think the American teams, American stadiums don't have that problem. They are very modern stadiums.
And I believe their stadium have, they have Mercedes Stadium.
Yeah.
All these their stadium, they have name actually, and it's a name of big brand.
Yes, it's sponsored.
As if it's the brand that actually built the stadium for them.
Definitely sponsored. I ever saw one stadium where part of the name had to be covered because
most of them they try, but
regulations.
Yeah, exactly, because the stadium alone is a big advert, and if you don't pay for it,
they're giving them free adverts. So for the USA-Australia game, I see a high-scoring game. Australia generally, I was actually shocked they didn't concede against Turkey in that game, but for some reason Turkey just seemed a little bit out of order in that game.
To me, US is going to be there.
Score prediction for the game?
I'll say US will score more than 2. But I will give it a 2-1. 2 for US, 1 for
Australia.
What do you think will be the scores?
I would say,
If not even 2 or 6, but it seems you have been going a lot with your
I
goal.
would say 1-1. I'm going to go with my goal again today. I would say 1-1.
To me, one of the... Oh, okay, finish.
I would say 1. I just feel like, you know, Australia have confidence coming into this game. They won Turkey. Turkey are a World Cup regular as well. USA beat a World Cup regular in Paraguay as well. So they'll both be coming into this game
more confident.
Very confidently. And I think, you know, they're not. I won't say that they're going to come in and rest, but they're going to go at it as well. I don't think that they're both just going from the Australian team. They have more attacking players, a lot of fast players in the attacking lineup. So I don't think Australia are going to come and now respect the USA and allow the USA run over them. And I don't think the USA is certainly going to allow Australia to run over them as well. So I think it's going to go both ways. Both teams will be very attacking. I see both teams to score. I think that, you know, maybe when whoever scores first, the other team is going to, you know, give their all. And I see the fact that USA conceded against Paraguay, I'm still not certain of their defense. One of their
4-1,
Yeah, but one of their defenders, Tim Rim, is like 30.
Even Germany was scored now.
Yes, exactly. So I see that they have a goal to concede. Like I have that feeling. The same way I watch Canada, it's the same way, and I feel like Canada will concede. It's the same way I also watch USA. It's not as strong, but I still see USA as a team that can concede against anybody who actually
really put the effort into it. Yeah.
Sequence into play, exactly. So I'd say 1-1 for that game. You can let us know your predictions in the comment section. Let us know what you think about the game. Let us know who you think is going to perform. Let us know who you think who has been performing, who has been surprising you in the tournament so far as well. Don't forget to like our videos, share our videos, hit the bell for post notifications, and please don't forget to watch our next video as well.
I actually think one of the things that's working for US is the Pochettino.
But the guys organize them.
Yeah.